loves, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica. Today's video is a little recap of my trip to Puerto Rico that my family and I took in the month of February. The full month of February. We left the 1st and we came back, it was like March the 2nd. It was such an amazing trip, guys. I just want to share some experiences with you, some tips for traveling with kids, places to go, and just our full-on experience on the island. I would say this was the best trip I've ever taken in my entire life, and I'm just blessed that we were able to do it. If you're new to my channel, I am a mom. I do Mommy Monday videos, I do hair tutorials, and I do luxury hauls. So if that's something that interests you, definitely subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up if it's helpful, and thank you so much for watching. All right, let's get into it. All right, guys, so let's get into it. I took a few notes. So if you see me looking down, I'm just making sure that I stay on topic. So yeah, guys, we traveled to Puerto Rico for the full month of February. My husband is Puerto Rican, and we have some family that live in Puerto Rico. Unfortunately, we didn't stay with him. My husband's dad lives there. And so we just decided to travel to the island. It's a wonderful island. I love it. There's tons of videos here on YouTube about the island. So a lot of questions that I got on my Instagram was, you know, traveling during a pandemic with kids, especially packing and just being prepared for a trip like that. You know, what is something that I could offer advice on? And basically, we really, like my husband, he's really good at this. He booked the flight. He, you know, was like, we need to travel on a weekday. So we left that Monday, which so happened to be the 1st, which was great for us. And we left early in the morning. Our flight was at, I say our flight was at 6 a.m. And it's crazy because we left during a blizzard. It was so insane. New Jersey is where I live, and they have some really strict laws as far as car seats and stuff. So we had to get an Uber that could fit the car seat, and Uber wasn't taking, you know, any rides that day because of the snowstorm. So we ended up having to call a cab service, and we made our flight just in time. I'm so happy. But yeah, so basically we had to take 2 car seats with our kids. My daughter's 3 years old and my son Gabriel's 1. And we packed 1 large suitcase that fit all of our clothes in it. So I had to really be strategic on outfits and things like that. For the kids and myself and my husband, things that we could really just kind of, you know, jeans that can go with like multiple t-shirts, or, you know, tops that can go with multiple bottoms. And so yeah, we did the 1 large suitcase, and my husband took his backpack and I took a carry-on bag. And so that was all we took as far as luggage. We traveled early in the morning for the flight, and our kids, thank God, slept the entire flight, which was a blessing. And I was so surprised because it was my son Gabriel's first flight. That was very scary. And my daughter, she's been on multiple flights, but it was his first flight, and it was really good traveling early in the morning. All right, guys, so where we stayed in the Airbnb a month. I know on an Airbnb they offer a better rate if you stay for a long length of time, and the monthly rate was actually a really great price. Our Airbnb was $1,400 for the month, which was amazing. We stayed in Bayamon. I'm going to show you on the map of Puerto Rico where it's at. It's kind of central. They say Bayamon is one of the most populated cities in Puerto Rico. I didn't know that. But it was easy for us to access different parts of the island because that was something that we really wanted to experience. The west side and the south side of the island this time around, and really drive around and see all the wonders of Puerto Rico. And it was really good idea to stay in Bayamon. It was easy to access San Juan, easy to access the west side, easy to get down to Salinas, which is on the south side of the island. And so yeah, that's where we stayed, guys. I know with kids it's really hard to have an itinerary and to really, you know, have a plan and stick to it. But I did have a plan of like locations that I saw on YouTube and I saw on Instagram of different beaches that I want to experience, and food and locations that we haven't before. So I definitely say get a plan together. really figure out, you know, where you want to go, map it out, where you have to drive. So guys, I would say in Puerto Rico, our number one place that we love, and that was before this trip, we love is Luquillo. Luquillo, I did a video, which I will have in the cards for you guys, of our first week in Puerto Rico. And Luquillo is such an amazing beach and just area. It's on the east side of the island. And I would say for San Juan, it's like maybe a 45-minute drive. Really cool. It's near Rio Grande. It's near El Yunque. So there's lots to do. And it's a really great place. And they have this little area where they have all of these restaurants, which is right off the beach. La Paria is a very popular restaurant that people go to, and the food is amazing. You smell it fresh. You get to pick your lobster. Like, it's just amazing. If you are thinking about going to Puerto Rico, definitely check out Luquillo. That's a start of really experiencing the food. But the beach is so beautiful. I inserted a picture of my family here, guys. I love it because you can see El Yunque, which is the only natural rainforest in the US, because Puerto Rico is a part of the US. And it's just so gorgeous just being on the beach and seeing the mountains. And it's so clean, and every now and then they have this little kiosk open where they sell pina coladas and they'll sell pastelillos. So yeah, guys, definitely check out Luquillo. It's like maybe a 45-minute drive from San Juan. Don't leave the island. This is number one. Don't leave the island unless you've been to Loiza. It's near airport and the beaches, but I will show you guys on the map of how to get there from the airport. But it is a hot spot, more of like a food scene, and it's just so cool. I love it. I would say don't go. I would say don't go Friday through Sunday, because the traffic getting into Loiza is insane. You'll be waiting in the car for hours, not an hour, hours to get in. But go during the week if you really want to experience it. And guys, you gotta get the bacalaito cod, and they deep fry it. It's so good, so crunchy. It is so amazing. You have all of these kiosks for just miles going down. You're just driving, and the beach is over here, and it's just so beautiful. Me and my husband before this trip never been there. I only heard about it before the trip when I started to do in-depth research of places that we hadn't experienced, but I never really hear anybody talking about it. And this place is so beautiful. It is just showcasing all of the culture as far as the food about Puerto Rico, and I think, guys, you should definitely experience that. So definitely hit up Loiza. It's close to the airport. You could take an Uber there and just experience the food and go to the beach. I'm gonna insert some videos of the beach. It's my top 2 best beaches for kids because it's so calm. They have these really cool rocks that that breaks up waves that were coming in. So it's just a natural like pool, and it's just so beautiful. It's so clean. I loved it. We just would go out there every day and just chill out. My husband would be working and me and the kids, and I wasn't worried about the waves or my kids, you know, getting hurt. So it's a really great beach, guys. It's one of my top 2 best beaches for kids in Puerto Rico. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.